Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm JP, and I am so glad you joined me as I talk about my favorite piece of equipment here on the mountain. This is the BR350 with a Sherpa winch. This is the first winch cat this resort has ever got, and we acquired it just 4 years ago. And let me tell you, it has been a game changer. So in this video, I want to do an up-close view of the machine and let you see how it works and let you enjoy some of the sights and sounds of it in operation. But first, let's talk about some specs. The Sherpa winch on this model has a pulling force of 10,000 pounds. The cable is 7/16 inches in diameter and has a braking strength of 26,000 pounds. You'll also notice from this picture here that the cable has a smooth outer surface. This is called a swaged or swedged, or I don't know, however you say it. And it's designed to be able to move smoothly through the pulley system and to minimize the wear on the pulleys as this cable is winding in and out all the time. Also, this smooth design of the cable allows the cable to rest in the snow, and then when it's pulled into the machine, there's a minimal amount of snow that accumulates on the outside of the cable. I would imagine a regular cable would collect a lot more snow. So the spool on this particular winch holds 3,300 feet of cable. The entire winch system on this cat adds an additional 4,800 pounds to the operating weight for a total of 23,950 pounds operating weight. Now, I know this is an older cat and a lot of you guys run a lot newer ones, but the specs on this particular winch is very comparable to the Bison X, with a few minor adjustments that the Bison X has on the cat now. And this is how this old BR350 stacks up against the comparable Pistenbully 400. So I want to give a quick little tour of how this piece of equipment works. You can see the cable stretched up the mountain there. It comes through this, first comes through this block, and the idea behind this is just to scrape the snow off of it before it goes into the pulley system. So enters this first pulley. You can see it running inside the boom here. Runs all the way up and over. So right inside there. Here's the big main pulley where it turns and goes straight down. And you can see up here there's a ring with some cogs on it. And what that is, that's the motor. There's a motor right here. When you need to swing this boom manually, that's how you can do that. So the cable goes down through here, through the center. Oops. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe underneath here. Here we go. Comes through here and in through this guide mechanism. These two pulleys. There's a couple of levers here, switches that keep this whole mechanism moving back and forth. So as the cable winds up, it winds up evenly on this spool here. So on the spool you have this bar, and there's a wire connected to it. And what that does is if the cable tangles up or hits that, it'll sound an alarm in the cab and it lets you know that you have a problem here. And so this drum with the cable on it is driven by this hydraulic motor here. And this motor can be controlled from inside the cab. So inside the cab here, this is the main controls of the winchcat. Now, of course, this is an older cat. There's a lot different on the newer ones, but for this one, I'll turn this knob, and it turns the hydraulics onto the winch. Okay, and I'm going to turn this down. This regulates how fast the cable winds in. If I turn this switch, it just engaged the hydraulic pump, and then I can turn this knob up, and that starts to dial in the tension. Then over here on the joystick, this knob right here, I can turn this up to increase the pull power, and as I do that, this gauge right here lets me know how hard it's pulling. So as I increase this gauge, you can see it's increasing the pressure on that. I always try to run it with enough pressure to help you out, but not fully engaged all the time.